And there be light, and there was light. Okay, so I thought I would look at two words, image and likeness, because that's what we were created in, God's image and likeness. In fact, yes, it is so, because Mother Eve said in her eighth entry or her eighth contract or proposition, let us make man in our image after our likeness. And we read on, and God created man in his own image and likeness. Now, I have done this before, that the word own is that Mother Eve was really there were the contracts, so they had to bid for the contracts. The gods more or less bid for the contracts, and the idea is that the God, of course, who made man in his own image and likeness, and I really believe all the gods had a part, played a part in this creation, but this is not so explicit yet in our teachings. But we do see that at when they appear in, and God blessed them, and God said, and God saw, and so on. So they all had, they all were present in that process of creation. But when it says, and God made man, so this is what we are talking about. So we see the word own, of course, is also the word one, W-O-N, and it's also the word now, and it's also what is we are really faced with now, which is New World Order. So we can see that those letters have changed position, all their positions. They're on this last position. So this in itself is telling us, yes, we are in the end times, because what else can be happening here? Nothing else. Now this each all equals 7, and this so it's 4 sevens, which would be 28. 2 plus 8 is 10, and this coincides with Mother Eve's first word when Mother Eve says, let there be light. So this is 3, 5, 2. And of course, this 10 coincides with hell, heaven, spirit, mirror, darkness, and many more words. But also when we do the numerical value for the word 10, T-E-N, which gives us 12, this is the magic hair. This is the magic hair. 5, 5, this equals 12. Of course, 12 is 3 when we add these together. And here, with 3, that is the freedom that we are being offered. We are being offered this freedom because the word freedom actually equals free. And Mother Eve, of course, with a first letter, which looks like 2 ones joined to give us a lever, to give us that lift, is also, it also has that same numerical value. So we can see that free also is very dynamic in this sense, because we have the first word consists of 3 letters, and the first letter is also of 3. We also see how this is being reflected here, because the word 3, if the word 3, T-H-R-E-E, actually equals 2, 8, 9, 5, 5. Adding these up would be 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2. But this equals 7. Let's do this here so you can see 5, 5, 6. Adding this together gives us 16. Of course, 1 plus 6 is 7. So to see the relationship between this one now and New World Order and own is to do the numerical value with the word 7, of course, we have Mother Eve in the middle of it. So this is 5, 5, 4, 1, 5, 1. So this is 20. Of course, we have a numerical value of 2, which of course reflects the 2 here. So 7 is 2, just as 3 is 2 right here. Or 3 is 11, but of course condenses to 2. So we can see how the numbers interrelate here, and this is to tell us that there were 2 7 in creation. So creation is of the 14 gods. So 2 sets, it's telling us that there are 2 sets of gods. Then we can also see how we learn about the Trinity in this sense as well, because 3, for instance, 3 here is saying the first powerful word Mother Eve spells out would say, well, 3 denoting the Trinity here as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course 4 has been that foundation that we have been talking about. Oh, my lights seem to have gone dim. So 4 is the foundation. If we do the numerical value for the word 4, we have 6, and so we get 6, and then we have 7 for 6, and so on until we could get to 8. So I'm not going to go through that cycle again right now, but I just really want to see about God's image and likeness. So the God, of course, done the own, but Mother Eve, I have done presentations to reflect that Mother Eve was very aware of all of this, because the word 7 is really the serpent, S-A-R-P-E-N-T, and of course it also has 7 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. So Mother Eve was not silly at all. So all this contract that was given out, of course, which we are taught in a way, it's as if God went and did his own thing and said he created man in his own image and likeness. The word own, actually, it was, we see when something is owned, we have this idea that there is a division, a separateness. But this own here, I am believing that it is owned in this sphere by us all, by everyone, because Mother Eve really is the mother of all living. So if something is live, owned, then it is a shared it's shared ownership, basically. It's shared ownership. So it is that we see we have 7 here, and we see how Mother Eve appears here, and also it's reflective of the earth being created in 6 days, and on the 7th day God rested. It is that sacredness of 7. It's all about 7 in here. So image, God's image. So image, because we have had the word 8 has come up. The word 8, or the number 8, is that infinite 8, which is the whole matter, that it is the crux of the matter that we have been dealing with. And it's the cycle that we all need to go through from 1 to 8 to be able to know about the third eye, to know about creating man in our image after our likeness. So let's see image. This is 9, or do pen, right pen, 4, 1, 7, 5. Okay, so we have 10, 17, 20, 17, 26. So 2 plus 6 is 8. So image is 8. And we see that Mother Eve ate. So Mother Eve knew, she saw that the fruit was good. Everything was already in existence. So Mother Eve ate. The image is 8. Everything was there in the image, in the likeness. Let's look at the word likeness. Likeness. Okay, so it's 11555, which is Mother Eve with all the fives, and 293. Okay, so this is 15, 17, 19. This would be 28, 29, 31. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And then we have 4 plus 8 is 12. Now, this is perfect. God created man in his image and likeness, and we have 12. Now, this 12 adds up, as I say, 1 plus 2 is 3, and that correlates with the word let in Mother Eve's first spell when she says, let there be light, and there was light. The other thing that happens is where Mother Eve says, in fact, the first sentence, let there be light, has a numerical value of 12. Now, I feel I could do this now. Let's try this pen. Okay. Let there, let's do this. Let there be light. That's one sentence. And there was light. Okay, there's something, I'm not going to do all the numbers or add in each letter. I'll just go through this because I have done this in several presentations. So the word let, which I'll just do this one, has a numerical value of 10. So 10 is 1, and here is 2. This is 7, and light, the word light, is 11. Now, and is 1, there is 2, and this is 7, and this also is 11. This is why I am saying we can see that this was a perfect spell. Let there be light, and there was light. The numerical values are exactly the same in both sentences. Furthermore, each sentence consists of 4 words. So this is what we have been using or discovering. The number 4 is foundation. We also have 4 entries here, and here we have another 4, which means we have the number 8. This is what Mother Eve ate of the fruit. Mother Eve knew about 8. Now, when we add these together, adding these numerical values together, this is 9, 10, 11, 12. So we see how we've got 12 as we had just added for, I'm trying to remember what we added for 12, but we had 12. And we also have another 12 here in the other sentence, in here, which means this is 24. Now, we could say this is where we got our 24 hours a day, right here. We could also say that 24 is indicative of 2 4s, 8, because there is, this is when we were given the clues, or because here, further down in the scriptures, where God said to Adam and Eve, or Adam, multiply, replenish. So the word multiply, or the function of multiply, would be here in 2 4s, 8, really telling us that there are 2 4s right here. And so it's different ways of looking at the numerical values here. And then we see if we were to add 2 plus 4 together would be 6. So 6, which would be which would encapsulate the number of man. So we could see man as well is in that creation. So that's another way we can see all of creation really happened in this spell when Mother Eve says, let there be light, and there was light. So the word light, of course, we see that it's also indicative of the 2 sets of creation that I spoke of in my earlier presentations, when I thought it was 2 gods, but there were 2 sets of creation. We see there are 2 7s really depicting the gods here as well. We could see the word was, it's really one of the gods, is really the Saw God, SAW. The Saw God is present here. We could see the word there actually is also the word 3, which encapsulates all of those as well. So 3 plus 3 in essence would be 6, of course, is man, or 4. So there are ways we could really break this down and see that this also coincides with image and likeness. That's what I was adding before. So image and likeness really added up to 12. And we can see that the image and likeness is on the same par as, or the same numerical value as let there be light. Because Mother Eve had spoken the word. This is what it's about. And now Mother Eve is asking us to speak the word, but we need to know what we are speaking. The way we can do this is to get in tune with Mother Eve, or the call to God, which is what Mother Eve has asked us to do. So here, this is important because we are now at the stage of the New World Order, and this New World Order is that we are called to be instrumental in this New World Order, but being mindful of what we are contributing to the making of this new man. And Mother Eve is saying, no, the artificial intelligence that we have been witnessing in this New World Order, we are meant to be very instrumental in attaining Mother Eve's attributes that we own, we win, it has to be won, and we need to be acting now. Okay, so I'm going to leave this presentation here, and there's another thing that do join me again when I further explore the blessings or the gifts that we have been given, so we can be able to act now, because once we have been operating in the 5th and 8th dimension, it means we have owned our position. It means we have won the contract. It means it is now. So there is not about time. Now is the time, because now is the present, like the serpent that Mother Eve had been in the garden. So the serpent is the present, that is now. This is what we are given, and the serpent that is present that we have now is Mother Eve. So we have to be acting now. Okay. So do join me again when we look at the bless and God bless them. Okay, something to that effect. Okay, thank you. Let there be light, and please give us a like. Yes, that's if you like this video. Any part of this video will validate the reason why you are giving us a like. Okay, thank you.